This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
You know, you're all probably wondering from the thumbnail or the background art and the background art, you're probably realizing, okay, so what's this game about? So this is the second game we've been talking about? Yes. You have to realize, first of all, coming up with the title for these games, that's very demanding. It really is. I want to come up with a title rather than just a generic ass title, which may not entice anyone to go out and buy the game. But with the titles that I come up with, at least it entices people to go out and buy it, because the story really sells the game, not the gameplay. Even though the gameplay is fun, I focus more on the story, because that's what I am. I'm a storyteller. You know, that's what I, have pride in when I write these scripts for all four of these games. You know, I even know what direction to go in and what mechanic I want representing these said games. You know, I'm not a modder or anything. You know, some of you may think I'm a modder and I do all this shit. I don't. You know, I have some help here and there, but other than that, I just fucking, write the story and that's it. It's so simple. When you're writing a video game, writing the story is by far the most difficult part. Don't let anyone believe you that it's not. Because when you write the story, that's basically the building foundation of your game. Because you, the gamer, if you're playing a heavy driven story game, why should you care if you want to prevail at the end of the day? You know, there's some exceptions here and there, but why? You know, I get a lot of criticism from Sonic games in the past, like, why do you with Sonic Forces, like, yeah, the story's bad, but at the end of the day, like, why should I care if I have to beat Eggman for the upteenth time at the end of the day, especially all the hardship you have to go through? You know, but that's another tangent. I don't want to bring anything up in this part. I'll save that shit for later. What you're seeing right now is basically, yes, the background art is obviously Shadow, and the other person, let's just say she's going to be of special interest in the story. All I can tell you right now is that the story takes place after Shadow celebrates his 5-year anniversary as president of Gun Corporation. Now you have to realize every game after Dark Infinity is a prequel leading up to the 4th installment, Age of Ragnarok. So you have to bear with me on what direction we're going with the story. I'm going basically the Star Wars route because I'd rather go that way, because the reason I wanted to go with Dark Infinity, go all guns and blazing, is because I want to make a name for myself. I want to make sure that I can write a story that's so good that I can rival Sonic Unleashed, and that I wrote it on my own. But other than that, this story takes place after the 5-year anniversary, and Shadow, being the arrogant prick that he is, he says, you know what, let's go to this island right here where everything began, and I just want to have fun there. But then he realizes, you know what, let's invite Sonic and friends just so I could show off, basically, in a way. Even though he really wants to just rub it in their noses that, Shadow's become a big-time success. Meanwhile, Sonic has been doing nothing worthy of note at all. Which is actually a critical key line in Dark Infinity, where one line Shadow actually tells Sonic, don't you get tired of saving the world over and over? Stop saving the world and get a hobby. Like, seriously, like. And you realize that Shadow's already made a big name for himself. Same thing with Eggman, too. Oh, speaking of Eggman, Eggman is absent from this game, and the next one after that. You have to realize we have to build him up some credibility, and we need new villains. So you gotta cut me some slack on that, seriously. We need diversity here. We can't have the same villain over and over again. We gotta, give other characters a chance. That's how you build credibility. So in this game, obviously, they're heading towards an island, and what could possibly go wrong? Well, let's just say that on their route to that said island, their entire telecommunications frequency has been hijacked by hackers, and now they're at the mercy of whoever, by the ringleader of this group, who now basically forcing Shadow and his friends to do whatever they want. And one of the things they want, you may think it's a little bit, not creepy, you may think it's a little bit, crazy, but they want revenge for past events that happened before Shadow took over as president of Gun Corporation. So it's basically, alright, so I'm adding some backstory of what happened, like how did Shadow get to that position. You have to realize that Shadow may have burned a few bridges along the way, so it's not all fucking rainbows and unicorns here. You realize that Shadow may have pissed some people off, and after 5 years, what do you think's gonna happen? You think they're gonna let this go? Hell no, they're gonna probably have to face a resistance of their own. So alright, so Shadow's saying, alright, fine, I have to deal with this, alright, whatever. But this story, I'm going to tell you right now, this story is really good. I'm basically rewriting all of Shadow's origins and Rouge 2 because I'm going to be perfectly honest right now. This has to be probably some of the best storytelling I could possibly come up with. Some of it gets real in-depth, some of it's personal. So, for all you diehard Shadow fans, do not hate me on this. I mean, it's got to be better than the crap story that we got right now, right? I mean, what the hell is Shadow right now anyways? What is he right now? Is he the lone wolf? Is he still working for Gun? Like, what the fuck? At least the story that I come up with, or the inspiration for it, it's better. Trust me on this. You'll get more in-depth on the story, and I hope you all enjoy it, and let me know your thoughts on it. I'll see you all later.